What is going on, guys? This is Brandon from USF1. Thank you for tuning in. It is now the Italian Grand Prix this weekend, as you guys know. The Autodromo Nazionale Monza. Obviously, it's Monza. I'm sure I didn't pronounce that right because it's all in Italian, of course. It is 5.793 kilometers long. That is roughly 3.6 miles. It'll be going around 53 times clockwise. And, of course, the race distance is around 190.5 miles and or 306.7 kilometers in length. Lights out will be at 2 p.m. local time or 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Will be coming in at 7 a.m. my time here in the States. They do have a weather forecast of being a high of 94 degrees Fahrenheit, which is freaking hot, and a low of 77 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm sure that will just be in the morning for practice 3 and and stuff like that. So plan for a hot race, so which means that grip will be I guess will be good while the track is warming up, and then when it gets at its highest peak, you'll start seeing grip and wear go up, skyrocket exponentially in the tires and in the engine stress and everything. So if you're pushing hard, if you're pushing your engine hard, you have a possibility of some engine issues. With this track being about 78%, basically all full throttle, there is a possibility of your car actually having some great wear, since power is going to be crucial at this race here. It is obviously it is the last European race of the season, and it is an opportunity for Lewis Hamilton to take the championship lead if he can become the first person this year to win back-to-back races. Hamilton, obviously, with the FIA acknowledging that Mercedes engine running, being able to run 1.2 liters of oil per 100 kilometers. That is a 0.3 advantage over the rest of the field, who are limited to only 0.9. And Mercedes are going to be able to have a power advantage definitely within qualifying, maybe during the race, but definitely during qualifying. So yeah, Ferrari is going to have a big hill to climb to be able to catch Mercedes. For the last 5 years, Mercedes has been dominant at this track, even though obviously it is the Italians teams, Ferrari's home Grand Prix. Obviously Ferrari has actually been doing very, very good this year. So and then Vettel just signed an extension. I think it was 3 years, right? So Ferrari's gonna still gonna be a favorite at Monza, but they still have to, like everyone's engine is down in power compared to Mercedes. So you are gonna have to try to outclass Mercedes when it comes to qualifying and all that. But when it comes to the race, though, Mercedes ultimately still has more power, so and a newer engine ultimately. So, but everyone should be having a new engine with the new regulations anyway. But we'll see how durable and reliable all their engines are. But Mercedes still has, obviously still has to put in the time and and actually pull off the race win. And we'll see if Lewis can pull off a back-to-back win. But this is the first time in 5 years that Ferrari have actually been leading the the drivers' championship with one of their drivers. So I'm sure, not only just because Vettel signing his contract extension, but the fact that he's in first place is he's gonna have a massive following in Monza with the Fatosi. So will we see the the Force India guys scrap at it again? We already know that their team is planning on separating them. We'll see how they actually do separate them on the track. It's going to be kind of hard because there's only really, since this track is so power dependent, there's not too many different strategies you can really do, because on top of that, this the lap time itself is quite short. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to be able to separate them on track. I think it's going to be kind of impossible unless they they split your strategy. Like I said, if you start on the slower tire right away, and I'm sure the faster tire is going to be if not a full second faster than the next tire compound, you're going to be very behind really fast by the time the first pit stop comes, even though you're going to be out there longer than everyone who say runs ultra softs. But you're going to ultimately, your lap times aren't going to be as fast as the guys who, once they come make their pit stops, so they're going to catch you very, very quickly. So I don't think it would actually be beneficial to be running a split strategy or anything like that. So yeah, we'll see. Qualifying tactics will be interesting since the increased drag produced under the 2017 regulations. Teams are deriving a new benefit from having their drivers slipstream each other in qualifying, as they did, as like McLaren and Ferrari did at Spa, and Monza straights offer another opportunity to do it. However, it isn't quite easy to get it right. It depends on a high degree of cooperation between the drivers. Something that like a lot of teams have been lacking in being able to pull off, considering like Toro Rosso, things like that, and Renault. I doubt that those guys will actually work together and actually pull it off. But yeah, guys, as you can tell, I'm kind of annoyed with FIA. I'm really hoping for a Ferrari win. I'm really hoping for a double points finish for Haas, of course. Even though even though I am a Haas fan, and I always look for Haas drivers first. This FIA thing got me so annoyed that I'm really rooting heavily against Mercedes now, only because, not really because I hate the team or the drivers, all that. Even though I dislike Lewis Hamilton, I don't hate him. Hate's a strong word. I don't hate Mercedes. I kind of dislike them now, but right now I kind of quite annoyed with everything with this story involved. So hoping for Ferrari to have a good home Grand Prix. Unfortunately, there's no Italian drivers, so there's no home Grand Prix guys there. But I'm sure Alonso will still have a big following there, because he was the last one to win it in a Ferrari seat. That's been a long time. So I'm sure, obviously Vettel wants a win, Raikkonen wants a good result, and Ferrari definitely wants possibly, obviously, they would rather ideally want a 1-2 finish, but we'll see if they can even get close to the Mercedes qualifying lap or anything like that. So I think they're going to have to pull off some magic to be able to pass the Mercedes cars on track during the race, because I don't think they're going to have pole position to work with come race day, because of the overall pace, because of the overall top speed advantage that the Mercedes will be able to have. And it kind of makes sense why Vettel wasn't able to pass Hamilton on the straight at Spa, because and the reason why was because they had 6 mile-an-hour difference between top speeds on that straight. So it kind of makes sense why Vettel couldn't exactly get to him. But yeah, guys, who do you guys think is going to win? Leave your comments down below. It'd be love to see your guys' opinion on who's actually going to get the race win. What is your opinion on the FIA's ruling to change the regulation mid-season? It almost seems like if me and you were in the same class in school, I was allowed, so I had a cheat sheet for this test that we all had to take, the entire class had to take. I was only allowed to use the cheat sheet. You guys weren't. But the fact that I had the teacher's permission isn't actually cheating. According to the teacher and me, we didn't cheat, but according to you guys, your point of view, it definitely looks like I'm cheating, right? So yeah, and it's definitely not fair to everyone else, aka you, in this situation. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. But yeah, guys, yeah, I'm done with this whole situation. I'll see you guys on race day, or after race day, for my Italian Grand Prix roundup, reaction, what have you. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon with USF1. Subscribe if you're new. Slap that like button if you are looking forward to the Italian Grand Prix at Monza as I am. But until then, guys, I'm Brandon with USF1. Peace.